Hello students. So in my last video I had taught you about universal law of gravitation, and today we'll practice the numericals which many of you find too difficult to solve. We'll do numericals based on universal law of gravitation. Based on the universal law of gravitation. I hope you all remember the formula. What was it? Universal law of gravitation. It stated that the force is directly proportional to product of masses and inversely proportional to square of distance between the two objects. And mathematically, when we relate that, we get to have F equals to G m1 m2 by d square, where G refers to the gravitational constant with the value equals to 6.673 into 10 raised to power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. See, don't get confused if somewhere you get to see this upon sign is not there. Rather, they put minus sign with 2 because it's in the denominator. So when they bring it to numerator part, that becomes minus 2. Now today we will be doing a particular type of questions. What type of questions are asked based on this formula? Generally it is based on the change made either in masses, or at times they say if the objects they are changed with their distance of separation. Yes. So I have the question here. What happens to the force between the objects if mass of one object is doubled? That's the first part, where out of these two objects, mass of one object is doubled. So we are asked to find out what happens to the force. Means, see how we are to solve these questions. We know that F equals to G m1 m2 by d square. Now, as per the question, what does it ask for? It asks for the new force. So let's take it F dash, which is equal to G into mass of one object is double. So I'm taking that, let's say first mass is doubled. So M1 will change to double of M1 into second mass remains as such. And there was no other change in the distance. So d square remains as such. Solving it, what do you get? 2 comes out into G m1 m2 by d square. Again, I'll need to write this term as F. So it becomes 2F. That's the final relation that you get. That new force becomes double of the previous one. Clear? Now same way, if suppose it says both the masses are doubled, so you will simply take this 2 into 2, 4, and it will come out. So the new force will be 4 times. If one mass is doubled and the other one is tripled, then what will be there? This is 2 times, this is 3 times. It will change to 2 and 3. So 6 will come out. It will become 6 times the original one. Now second type, where a change in distance also is happening. So we'll take that force is equals to m1 m2 and that constant g by d square. As for the given, it says mass of 1 is made 1/4. I am to write new force. G is the constant, so remains as such. First mass is made 1/4. So 1/4 of m1. And distance, second mass no change, so it remains m2 divided by, distance is reduced to half. D की जगह अब कितना रह गया? Half of D. So square of that. Don't forget to take the whole square. This is a common mistake which most of the students do. वो क्या करते हैं? Half को ले लिया बाहर और लिख दिया साथ में D square. No, half is also to be squared here. So now solving it. 1/4 को ले आते हैं बाहर. 1/4 आ गया आगे. G m1 m2 in the numerator part g m1 m2. That's in the numerator part. In the denominator we have 1 by 2 ka square, so that becomes 1 by 4. If in denominator I have 1 by 4 into d square. Now you better know, in denominator if again there is a fraction, this gets reversed, reciprocal, this 4 gets in the numerator part and this denominator will change to, this was 1 by 4 into, this becomes reciprocal 4 by 1 g m1 m2 by d square. 4 gets cancelled and again this value is nothing but what? F only. So with this thing no change in force happens. F dash is coming equal to F only. There is no change if we change the mass of one object to 1/4 and reduce the distance between the two objects to half. So no change happens. That's why we get F dash equals to F only. Otherwise, in certain cases, they ask for increase, percentage increase. So there we need to find out the change. जब आपसे percentage increase पूछा हो किसी भी चीज में, there will be questions more of this type where if suppose they ask you what is the percentage increase, had there been any increase और पूछ लिया percentage increase कितना है, तो for finding that percentage increase what we do, we take change means change in the two values, दोनों का difference divided by the original value, clear, multiplied by 100. Whenever change kind of formulas are there, we need to take change, percentage change अगर आपको निकालना हो तो it is taken as change, increase भी हो सकता है, decrease भी हो सकता है. Change upon original value, whatever is the actual initial value multiplied by 100. That will give you percentage change. Percentage change in any particular thing. फोर्स का पूछा हो तो फोर्स में निकाल सकते हैं, नहीं तो ये क्वेश्चन, ये फॉर्मूला आपको और डिफरेंट वैल्यूज के साथ भी हेल्प आउट कर सकता है. जब आपको कहीं पर भी मैथ्स में भी यू डू सर्टेन क्वेश्चंस वेयर यू नीड टू फाइंड परसेंटेज इंक्रीज इन सैलरी कितना हुआ, परसेंटेज डेप्रिसिएशन कितना हुआ, इन क्वेश्चंस में भी पूछा जा सकता है. लाइक इन फर्स्ट पार्ट वी डिड कि वो डबल हो गया था तो परसेंटेज इंक्रीज कितना आया. लेट्स से आपसे फर्स्ट पार्ट में ही ये पूछा जाए परसेंटेज इंक्रीज कितना है, तो हाउ विल यू फाइंड आउट दैट परसेंटेज इंक्रीज. अब परसेंटेज इंक्रीज के लिए आई हैव टोल्ड यू द फॉर्मूला कि हमें करना क्या है. वी हैव टू फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट द इंक्रीज जो हमने अभी निकाला फर्स्ट पार्ट के लिए. इट कम्स आउट इक्वल टू, हमारा आया था एफ डैश इज इक्वल्स टू डबल ऑफ एफ. ठीक, तो चेंज कितना हुआ, चेंज विल बी व्हाट, न्यू वाला माइनस ओल्ड वाला फोर्स यानी कि एफ. अब निकालते हैं परसेंटेज इंक्रीज. सो व्हाट इज द परसेंटेज ऑफ इंक्रीज, चेंज. चेंज मीन्स एफ divided by initial one which was f only multiplied by 100. So it is 100% increase. दिख ही रहा था ना, f से 2f हो गया, 100% increase हो गया. So this is how we calculate the questions based on the values where there is a change given. जब भी एक वैल्यू कोई भी चेंज हो रहा हो और आपको न्यू टर्म्स में निकालना हो तो आप क्या करते हो, आप न्यू वैल्यूज को, जो चेंज्ड वैल्यूज है वो सब्स्टिट्यूट करते हो, फॉर्मूला में रिप्लेस करते हो और फिर टर्म्स को किसी तरह से कॉमन लेके उस पूरे फॉर्मूले को वापस से पहले वाली वैल्यू से रिलेट करते हो. मतलब आपने एफ डैश को एफ से रिलेट कर दिया, 1/4 आ रहा है, 2/3 आ रहा है, जो भी आ रहा है वो बाहर कॉमन लिया और बाकी के फॉर्मूले को सिमिलर टर्म्स में लाकर यू डू दैट. नाउ आई विल टेक अप वन मोर न्यूमेरिकल वेयर instead of this kind of change you will have to find out f. f की कैलकुलेशन कैसे करेंगे. कई बच्चों को बहुत लगता है ना, हाय इतनी पावर्स, इतना डेसिमल, इतना एक्सपोनेंट्स, हाउ विल वी सॉल्व दैट. तो अभी उसका एक न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करते हैं. सो दैट्स द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. सपोज यू आर गिवन मास ऑफ अर्थ, मास ऑफ मून एंड द डिस्टेंस ऑफ सेपरेशन बिटवीन अर्थ एंड मून. क्वेश्चन में क्या दिया, Earth का mass is 6 into 10 to power 24. Otherwise, also you need to learn these two values, mass of Earth और mass of Moon. इसके अलावा आपको दो values और learn करनी होंगी, which is radius of Moon and radius of Earth. वो हम आगे याद करेंगे when we'll study about the next topic relating to small g, that is acceleration due to gravity. अभी के लिए here the question says if the mass of Earth is 6 into 10 raised to power 24 kilograms, Mass of moon is 7.4 into 10 to the power 22 kilograms, and they are separated with a distance of 3.84 into 10 raised to the power 5 kilometers. Then how much is the force exerted by earth on moon? You have to find out force exerted by earth on moon. अच्छा, आप एक चीज सोचो, बहुत बार आप सोचते हो फोर्स ही तो पूछा है तो F इक्वल्स टू ml लगा देते हैं. नो हियर, बिकॉज दो डिफरेंट ऑब्जेक्ट्स दिए हुए हैं आपको, और आपका जो ऑब्जेक्ट है दैट्स नॉट इन यूनिफॉर्म horizontal motion kind of thing. So here we will be using the formula for calculation of force based on the universal law of gravitation. Let's use that formula. We know F is equals to G m1 m2 by d square. Let's substitute the values and calculate. So we have F equals to G 6.673 into 10 raised to power minus 11 into m1. I have taken earth as first object. So 6 into 10 raised to power 24 into mass of moon 7.4 into 10 raised to power 22 divided by d square, square of distance. ये important point है, आपको इसका square करना है. अच्छा, एक और चीज, because it's given in kilometers, so this needs to be converted into meters. इसको हमें meters में convert करना है. कैसे करेंगे? into 1000 कर देंगे, तो ये 10 की पावर 5 की बजाय 10 की पावर 8 हो जाएगा. And 3.84 multiplied by 3.84, सोच रहे हो कितनी लंबी कैलकुलेशन होगी, into 10 raised to power 8 into 10 raised to power 8, because it was a squared value. So मैंने क्या किया, I have done it, I have written it 2 times, 2 बार करके हमने लिख लिया. अब आ जाते हैं वैल्यूज को सिंप्लीफाई करना कैसे. Whenever you get to have certain values with exponents in the solution, तो आप पहले exponents को solve करो. Here you get 6.673 into 6 into 7.4 into 10 raised to the power, I'll solve first, minus 11 plus 24 plus 22. You know which formula I'm using here? Yes. In multiplication, if the bases are same, powers get added. So in multiplication, these terms were there, so I have added the powers. Minus 11 plus 24 and plus 22 divided by 3.84 into 3.84 into 10 raised to power 16. 8 and 8 makes 16. 6.673 into 6 4s are 24. 2 carry, 42 and 2 is 44 into 10 raised to the power. This is how much? 22 plus 24 is 46. And we have minus 11. So 46 minus 11 gives you 35. Here it is positive 35. This 16 powers from denominator are to be brought to numerator. So it becomes minus 16. And upon we are left with these two terms only, 3.84 ka square. That is 3.84 into 3.84. How much is 35 minus 16? What do you get? एक और चीज करें, डेसिमल्स को भी हटा के सिंप्लीफाई कर देते हैं, so that your calculation would be easier. 3 zeros will come in denominator and one more. 4 zeros will come in denominator and 2 and 2 4 zeros will go in numerator. So बराबर हो गई, कट गए सारे डेसिमल्स आपके. अब बच गया ये. When you simplify, when you solve 6673 into 444 divided by 384 into 384, you get to have it approximately 2.01 into 10 raised to the power. That will be equal to 20 left. On cancelling out, you will be left with 10 raised to power 20. And because it was force, so the units will be in newtons. 2.01 into 10 raised to power 20 Newton. That will be the final answer after substituting these values and simplifying it from kilometers into meters. We have simplified the exponent part and then calculating. अच्छा, आप सोच रहे हो मैम ने इतनी जल्दी से ये कैसे कैलकुलेट कर लिया. सो द थिंग इज, आप देखो, अगर आपको लगे कि ये वैल्यूज कंप्लीटली कैंसिल आउट हो सकती हैं, देन तो आई वुड सजेस्ट यू गो अहेड विद कैंसिलेशन, सिंपलेस्ट फॉर्म में. इफ यू गेट टू हैव कि ये वैल्यूज दिख रहा है, कुछ ना कुछ आके आगे प्राइम हो जाएगा और फिर कैंसिल नहीं होगा, तो देन इट इज अ बेटर ऑप्शन, यू गो फॉर लॉन्ग मल्टीप्लीकेशन एंड लॉन्ग डिविजन ओनली, no other substitute, and then only you will get to have the correct values. Here what will you get? 35 minus 16. When you solve this, you get to have 29 in the 19 in the power, right? When you solve 35 minus 16, what do you get? You get 19. तो आप सोचो ये 20 कहाँ से लिखा? हमें हमेशा आंसर लीव करना होता है एक्सपोनेंशियल साइंटिफिक नोटेशन फॉर्म में. साइंटिफिक नोटेशन में हमेशा आपका फर्स्ट नॉन जीरो डिजिट के बाद डेसिमल आता है. सो आई हैव मेड मल्टीप्लाइड एंड डिवाइडेड द आंसर ऑब्टेन्ड बाय 10. तो 19 जो पावर थी वो पावर बन गई 20, और साथ में जो डेसिमल डिवाइड में किया था दैट मेक्स इट 2.01 into 10 raised to power 20. So that is the final answer obtained. I hope now you will be able to solve these kind of numericals where either some kind of change is given and you have to find new force. And secondly, if you are asked to calculate the force given some values to you, then simple substitution and using the formulas for exponential part, addition and subtractions basically. When they are in multiplication, exponents to be added. If they are in division, then exponents need to be subtracted. So that is to be applied here. I will be coming up with another video based on this chapter soon, wherein we will take up the next very important topic. That topic will be related to the freely falling objects. Yes, you got it right. The freely falling objects. पर उससे पहले हम पढ़ेंगे ग्रेविटी के बारे में and then पढ़ेंगे freely falling objects के बारे में, because free fall is one of the most important topic for your competitive exams also. So till then, stay happy, healthy and safe. Bye bye.
Provide your feedback by giving your valuable comment. Must like, share and subscribe to my channel.